Every warrior walks a different path. Samurai, the path of discipline. Ronin, the path of independence. Ninja, the path of strategy. Zen monk, the path of wisdom. Shogun, the path of power. But today, we explore the path of the samurai. You consume books, courses, and execution roadmaps, yet your actual life remains entirely frozen. You call it research. You call it preparation. I call it a cowardly addiction to information that hides your terror of real-world failure. You are the intellectual glutton. You buy another online training program before mastering the last one. You accumulate mental maps of territories you will never possess the courage to walk. The philosophical paradox of your existence is absolute. You hoard knowledge to build power, yet the sheer volume of your unexecuted data acts as a heavy anchor that guarantees your permanent stagnation. There is an unresolved, terrifying mystery behind your learning failure. A hidden neural loophole that gives your ego the cheap chemical reward of achievement without you ever taking a single real-world risk. You think you are growing smarter because your library is expanding. In reality, you are an invisible ghost drowning in static, using intellectual consumption as an emotional anesthesia to avoid facing your own functional emptiness. You are a student who hoards swords but freezes at the first sight of blood. The ancient standard of the samurai demanded complete, blind submission to the foundational form. Mastery was not an intellectual discussion. It was an organic synchronization of muscle and reflex achieved through mindless repetition. Modern decay has convinced you that you are too special to follow the rules, encouraging you to jump straight to self-expression before you have earned the right to speak. You live in a permanent state of creative delusion, modifying the strategy before you can even execute the posture. You treat focus like a fluid suggestion, completely blind to the reality that an undisciplined mind collapses into mud under the first pressure of combat. The samurai apprenticeship halls of feudal Japan didn't tolerate your arrogant shortcuts or your fragile need for constant variety. Within those cold Spartan cedar dojos, learning was a merciless military protocol designed to systematically destroy the student's ego. The air hung heavy with the visceral scent of raw wood dust, polished steel blades, and the sharp sting of cold sweat on the mats. The masters enforced the Shuhari Protocol with medical precision. They did not invite creativity. They demanded absolute, blind obedience. The first phase was shu, to obey and protect the form exactly. The apprentice did not question the technique or seek to understand the grand strategy. He stood in a low, agonizing stance for hours under the judgmental gaze of the master, repeating a single vertical strike 10,000 times until his joints throbbed and his hands bled. If his posture drifted by a millimeter, an iron staff corrected his frame without explanation. He practiced until the movement migrated from his conscious overthinking mind into the automated networks of his cerebellum. Neuroscience confirms that after 1,000 correct repetitions, the brain automates the skill, bypassing the slow prefrontal cortex entirely. But you escape this forge because it is boring. You fall into the eternal student trap, collecting techniques like children collect toys, moving to the next shiny piece of information before the last one has entered your biology. Only when Shu was complete could the warrior enter Ha, to break and diverge. Having internalized a form so deeply that it lived in his flesh, he began to study alternative schools, comparing different stances to dissect the universal principles beneath the techniques. Finally, he reached Rai, to transcend. In Rai, there are no more forms, no more rules, and no more conscious choices. The warrior does not select a defense from a list of options. His body simply manifests the perfect response to the immediate moment. The skill and the human become one and the same event. The mechanics of your failure are simple. You try to start your journey in Ha or Ri because your ego is too arrogant to submit to the obedience of Shu. You default to the excuse of creativity because you lack the discipline to endure the boredom of the basics. To a samurai, an unmastered foundation is a guaranteed execution on the field. You must kill your arrogance, lock down your single master skill, and submit your body to the mindless repetition of the forge. Master the form. You are looking for an exit right now because the cold precision of this bofeton makes your soft intellect burn. Your thumb is already hovering near the frame of your screen, looking for a lighter video, a comment section, any cheap digital feedback to rescue your ego from the mirror. That is your learning failure, fighting frantically to keep you small. I do not care about your comfort zone. If you are satisfied with being an empty collector of other men's wisdom, then leave. Return to your courses, your unread books, and your quiet, mediocre stagnation. But if you have even a fraction of healthy disgust left for the ghost you have become, stay. Lock the perimeter. Enforce the basics. Power is not built through sudden flashes of erratic inspiration. It is sustained through unyielding structural confinement. The ancient masters did not achieve genius by seeking variety. They achieved it by locking their focus into a single master parameter until the world bent to their execution. You are currently harboring the traitor inside your own skull, allowing your lazy desire for novelty to vandalize your legacy every single morning. Reclaim your sovereignty. Turn your daily practice into an absolute, non-negotiable law that executes without your mind's permission. The path of Imperial Crimson demands that you violently overwrite your automatic behavior. Enter the forge of your own life with absolute, uncompromised humility, carving out your daily discipline so rigidly that your body executes commands regardless of its fatigue or pain. Treat every soft impulse, every hesitation, and every craving for comfort not as a natural emotion, but as an act of internal treason that must be crushed on sight. Rebuild your structural foundation until your presence becomes an unshakable monument of power. Crush the noise, kill the ego, obey the repetition, become the path. Every warrior walks a different path. Samurai, the path of discipline. Ronin, the path of independence. Ninja, the path of strategy. Zen monk, the path of wisdom. Shogun, the path of power. Which one are you? Comment below.